Hi, you guys. How is everyone doing? I hope you guys are having a good Monday so far. I literally just got back from San Francisco, literally like this morning or early afternoon. And so basically, I'm still trying to like catch up with my brain. My brain's still trying to catch up, if that makes sense. And hopefully this stream is working. Let's see. Oops, wrong button. Yes. Okay, awesome. So I'm glad it's working. It is on. Okay, we good. If you guys are in the stream right now, please tell me what your name is and what city you live in or what country, because oh my God, belly button ring. Yes. Okay. So, so if you guys would please, let me know also what other videos that you guys want to see for the rest of the month. Leave that in the live chat so that I can like take notes on what other videos that you want to see. Okay, so today I'm going to be sharing with you guys my April favorites, and I'm also going to be doing the Live and Learn Army Goal of the Week, which I am seriously obsessed with this week's goal, and I hope you guys like it too. And yeah, we're just gonna get into it. So first thing is first. Fun story. Okay, so while I was in San Francisco this weekend, I lost my little baggie that I put my favorite like healthy skincare products in it, and it's mostly like for my face. And I just bought it, and so I can't share that stuff with you guys because I lost it. And it's okay, but just remember this little fact because I will bring it up again when we do the Live and Learn Army Goal of the Week. It has to do with that. And I do appreciate the belly button ring comments that is happening currently in the live chat. But I'm just going to get started on the stuff that is my April favorites because today is May 1st. And did you guys see that meme? It's going to be May. Like in sync, because they were like my favorite band ever when I was a kid, like favorite. Anyways, okay, so you guys know I freaking love kombucha, and I am going to kind of round together some of these things because they all make sense together. So for some of you who follow me on Snapchat and Insta Story or Instagram, if you don't, well, follow me. It's at Love Health OK on all of my platforms. And you know that during the times, and I'm sorry if you're a guy watching this, but maybe it'll help you one day with your wife or your girlfriend or your sister or your best friend or somebody that is female in your life that deals with this. But basically, I was having really bad PMS to the point where I would get really bad hormone imbalance. I would seriously have really bad anxiety, and I would have like bouts of depression. It was so bad, and I'd be crying and upset for just no particular reason. My energy level was just so low, and I would just be like so just out of it and not want to do anything for like 3 days. And it would just be really bad. And so I was like, okay, I'm gonna have to do something about this. First of all, one of the things that you can do, there's a book called Woman Code, and it's really helpful to sync your cycle to the moon because female cycles are apparently supposed to be like in sync with the moon. So during the time that there's a full moon, it's good to sleep with the moon like near a window where the moonlight can come in. And unfortunately, because we have technology now, especially cell phones and stuff, we're kind of messing up that balance of our bodies because we're exposing ourselves to light during the evenings when normally we wouldn't. So that's why our cycles become out of sync. But when it's in sync with the moon, you tend not to have PMS symptoms. So I discovered that. But also, I've discovered these products that freaking help so much. Okay, so back to kombucha. But maca, MACA, is freaking amazing for whenever you have PMS symptoms. It helps balance out your hormones, and it's great. Especially, I don't want to say especially, but also it is great for people who are trying to get pregnant because it balances out those hormones. And I do want to say, if you are actively engaging in intimate things and you're trying to balance your hormones and you don't want to get pregnant, please use protection. Okay, so this is one of my favorite kombuchas right now. This is the Health Aid kombucha in maca berry. So there is maca already in this. It's filtered water kombucha, organic black tea, organic green tea, organic evaporated cane juice, organic black currant concentrate, organic aronia concentrate, and organic maca root powder. So awesome. Dig it, loving it. Also, just to be mindful, kombucha is always going to have sugar, and you're not actually drinking in the sugar content. Basically, the cultures in it end up eating the sugar, and that's why it becomes bubbly and fermented, and it's really good for your gut health on top of all of that. And you can drink this even if you don't necessarily have any issues with your hormones or anything like that. So that definitely works. Yes, you could get this at Whole Foods. You could also get this at pretty much any like health food store. You could also get it at Sprouts, so a lot of different places. Right now, Whole Foods is doing a Health Aid kombucha, 2 for $7, which makes it each one $3.50, which is the least expensive that I've ever seen it. So go get some. And going back to that, also more maca stuff. So this is maca powder. And this is by Navita's Organics. They used to be Navita's Naturals, but now they're Navita's Organics, which means all of their products are organic, which is amazing. And somebody in the chat asked, where did it go? Celeste asked, do you have any good ways to add maca into your daily diet or any recipes with maca? So that kombucha I drank like pretty much the 3 to 4 days before I knew that my cycle was coming. And this stuff you could put in your smoothies, and I was putting this into my morning cold brew coffee smoothie recipe. That is also a live stream that I did a couple weeks ago, so it's on the YouTube channel if you guys want to check it out after this. And belly button ring comment just gets me. So this stuff, you could definitely put it in there. You could put this in any of your smoothies, or if you make like a tonic and you want like hot tea or anything like that, you can mix it in. It doesn't have a bad taste or anything. It tastes like, it's hard to describe. I'm gonna taste it just plain and then tell you guys what I would consider this. It tastes a little bit sweet, and it doesn't taste bad. It doesn't have a really strong taste either. It tastes a little bit like, I guess, woody, but it's not a bad taste at all. I enjoy it. You can even make protein balls with this. Any of the recipes on my channel that are desserts, you can add a tablespoon or 2 tablespoons of it into it, and it'll totally work. And maca is just, when you get the powdered stuff, it's totally versatile. You can use it in a bunch of different things, and it's like not a big deal. Okay, and the other things that I'm going to show you, still on the topic of helping with hormone balance and stuff, is I also have these Herb Farm, which I showed you guys this on my Insta story. So if you haven't followed me on Instagram or Snapchat, you should add me there, because during the week, I always show you guys all the stuff that I'm discovering. So these two are by Herb Farm, and these are basically liquid extracts of maca root and ashwagandha. Ashwagandha really helps with your energy levels as well, and it helps reducing anxiety, any depression. It helps with your immune system, lots of good stuff. And you basically just take like one of these, and it's just like this. Let me show you guys. And you just put it in your water and chug it. I'm gonna be honest, when you do it like this, it doesn't really taste good, but I just do it because it really helps. And again, with these products, I was using it the few days before my cycle, and it really, really, really helps. Also, for males, you guys could also use these products. They're still just as good for immunities and energy and stuff. And then maca root helps increase your libido, so you can totally still take those. It just won't necessarily help you with your period, if you get what I mean. Okay, and speaking of periods, because is it okay to take long-term? Yeah, it's totally okay to take long-term. In my experience anyway, my personal experience, I haven't had any issues with it. But on the topic of periods, and I know this is turning into one of those like female-driven videos, but after this, I swear, like, we will get into other stuff that's not so period-ish. And Baraha's Life asked, where do you get them? You can get these products online or at Whole Foods. You can also, they're basically in the supplement section. You could also get a lot of it at Sprouts or any other health food store, and it doesn't necessarily matter what brand you get. These are just the ones that I prefer and that I get. I always just focus on something that is organic and brands that I trust. So these brands I do trust. Okay, so more period talk. I found these awesome organic tampons. I mean, look at the freaking packaging. I found these at Target, by the way. It's from This Is Elle, and these are organic tampons, and I think for 36 of them, it was $6.99. So it wasn't super expensive. So for those of you who do use tampons, yeah, I tested out this time, and it works, and I dig it. I do want to say that I do use a reusable cup, but sometimes they leak, or they're just not the most convenient when you're traveling, especially if you don't have access to a bathroom that has a sink like right in the stall, because like it's really weird if you have to like wash out your cup with other people there. Like I don't want to do that. So during those times I definitely use tampons, but I do recommend getting a cup if you can find the right one. I'm still looking for the right one, and if I do find it, I will let you guys know which one works the best. Brooke said, I almost bought them just because they were so pretty. I bought them because they were so pretty, and they were organic and not that expensive. So that's why I bought them. Okay, so moving on to more stuff that is going to help you guys with energy levels and stuff. I am digging the Bulletproof Brain Octane. I'm going to be honest, this stuff is expensive. I think this is close to $30, but I always put this in my cold brew smoothie, like every morning that I make it now, because let's be honest, Olivia getting off of caffeine is clearly just it's not happening, apparently. But I'm okay with it for now. I am okay with it for now. You could get this at Whole Foods. You could order this online. And I actually recently did a giveaway on Instagram where I gave away some of this. And I will do another giveaway this month as well, because I'm doing one every single month, so just wait out for that one. And this stuff, it really helps balance out your energy levels, and I like it. I like it a lot. I like it to put it in my cold brew, anything basically. So coffee and this stuff works really, really well. Okay, now let's move on to a couple of beauty things, because I'm really excited about beauty stuff. Okay. So one of the things that I am loving right now is this stuff. I showed you guys this in my March favorites video, but I'm going to show you again because I loved it. I use about 1 bottle of this every single month, and it's not super expensive. I think it's like I want to say about $10. This is the Coco Kind Organic Rose Water Facial Toner. You can get this online, or if you go to their website, you can see where they have it. It's stocked in Whole Foods in some areas, Bed Bath & Beyond, Marshalls, and some other places. I recommend going to Marshalls to get it because it's usually less expensive there. But the other thing about it is so earlier when I was talking about losing my products, this was the brand of products that I lost. I lost like 3 of their products. I lost my razor, I lost my natural deodorant, so I basically just have to go like get it again. Yes, Alma, I ran all over town to find it, and I lost it on the San Francisco trip, all of the products. This was the only thing that I like did not lose, because I still had about that much left of my old one, and I decided to bring my old one. Thankfully, I decided to bring my old one instead of the brand new one. So yeah, I really dig this stuff. I know the owner, her name's Priscilla, and she creates them, and she's really, really awesome, and I love her. Okay, so this stuff, what I do is I spray it on my face like this. And it feels so good, but it's really good. It's a toner, but it's also really good to rehydrate your skin, and it also helps set your makeup. So I really, really like them. How did I lose it? I'm pretty sure I lost it. So during my trip in San Francisco, we also went up to Sacramento overnight to stay overnight there, and we were rushing on the train, and I'm pretty sure I left it in, because it was in like a little pouch bag. The entire pouch got lost. And I know I had it at the hotel because I used it the night that evening before I went to bed. Like I washed my face and used the products. So I'm pretty sure either in the Uber, but I'm pretty sure it was on the train, because I had to shove my bag into an overhead compartment, and my bag is like a big tote bag, so it's not really like closed. So I think that little pouch fell out, and it was so early in the morning when we were coming back to San Francisco that I'm pretty sure it was just stuck in the overhead compartment and I didn't notice it. But you know what? It's okay. And I will talk more about this because it's very, very important. But I'm going to talk more about this when we get to the goal. And so I recommend their other product, their chia seed oil, is my favorite. I'm going to go have to find it. I don't know how to find it because actually Priscilla, she sent me the chia seed oil because I couldn't find it here down in LA. So I'm going to have to try to find it somehow. She's so nice. So in the meantime, I'm also loving this. This is the Akir Moroccan Argan Oil in Rose. It's USDA organic. My best friend gave me this, and this is what I've been using on my face in the meantime since I lost it. And I really like it. It smells so good. One of my favorite things is rose, the scent. As long as it smells like actual roses and not like weirdly distilled roses or something, because sometimes that like smells strange. And this is really good also for your split ends and your hair that I've noticed. So I'm going to use this until I can find some more chia seed oil. And for the dudes out there, you could totally still use all of these products. They will work. What I like to do is pair this with an oil, and I use these two but right before I go to bed. And so I shower at night. So I'll shower and then I'll put on, I'll spray my face with some rose water and then put on the oil, and that's it. I don't use any other makeup products at all. And just so you guys know, this is my regular skin. I don't have any makeup on right now. It's just some of the oil and some of the rose water. So nothing else on my skin. And yeah, so that's the stuff that I use. I always take my makeup off every single evening. Like no matter what, I always take my makeup off. And I guess most of the time I actually don't wear makeup anymore unless I have to. Like if I have to go into an event or something like that, then I will wear makeup. Okay, moving forward from that, I'm also loving this stuff. This is Ohana Organics. It's a small company based out of Humboldt, California, and I met them when I went to the Natural Food Expo. And this is their pressed perfume in the Plumeria coconut, and it smells so good. It's like this little tiny thing, and what I like about this is you can bring it traveling and you can bring it on the plane with you as a carry-on if you don't want to, if you still want like perfume. And it just goes in like this, and it smells so good. I put some like on my wrist and then also like on my neck, and then you do have to reapply it more often than you would have to any type of perfume that's alcohol based. But I love it because it's tiny and you can bring it with you on your carry-on when you're traveling, and this stuff just smells so freaking good. And the ingredients are super clean. It's organic almond oil, organic lavender roses, local beeswax, organic shea butter, fragrance, and lots of aloha. So I dig this stuff. And okay, moving on to some other goodness. I don't know what happened in my brain, but it happened. I decided, is it available online? Yes. This stuff is available online. You can order it online. Ohana Organics, if you just Google it. And okay, anyways, so I don't know. I'm really into t-shirts lately, comfy t-shirts. Like this is one of my favorite, like just comfy t-shirts. And I'm also really into girl power. So, you know, that's just one of the things. And I bought 2 t-shirts this past week because I just did. I don't know. It's happening. There's a store in Glendale, California called Individual Medley, and they have really interestingly like cool like hipstery things because I happen to like hipstery things. And this is one of the shirts that they had, and I couldn't decide between black or white, but I decided to go with the black one because I don't really have black tees. And check it out. Oh yeah, it's so cute. The future is female. So I got this shirt. Can't wait to freaking rock it. And then I also got at Target, and it was on sale for $9. $9 at Target. Just a cute gray shirt that says girl power. So loving these. These are definitely my faves. Yeah, so pretty much loving that. Okay, and this is, I feel like turning into a very female-driven video, but it's all good. It's all good. Because, I mean, shout out to my male audience as well, but I gotta have my girls' backs. you know, I got you. Okay, so now let's talk about more food stuff because I know you guys are into the food stuff. Okay, so a lot of you have been asking about eggs because my sister Jennifer is obsessed with the soft boiled eggs that I make, and this is the brand of eggs that I use and I'm loving. It's Vital Farms and they're pasture raised eggs, which means that the chickens get to roam on a pasture. Even if they say it's cage free, it doesn't mean that they're roaming out in a pasture or anything like that. It really doesn't mean anything. They could still be confined in a space. They're just not in a cage. So I try to always buy pasture raised eggs, and only this brand. It is more expensive. It was on sale at Sprouts the other week for $4.99 for a dozen, which I know for a lot of people is still a lot because usually eggs are about $2 a dozen, and I've definitely paid up to like $7 for a dozen of these eggs, but I swear they're so freaking worth it and they're so good. Okay, and then next thing I've got is I'm obsessed with Harmless Harvest coconut water, and it's pink. It's pink. So when it's pink, it means it has a lot of antioxidants in it. This is absolutely amazing. It's organic coconut water, and if you're not getting it directly from the coconuts, this is my favorite way to have it. I know one of the girls that works there, and she's super duper sweet. I love her. She's one of my good friends, and I just dig this. It's really good for rehydrating, and for those of you who drink, I don't drink, but if you ever get a hangover, down this stuff. It has electrolytes. It has just so much goodness in it, and it'll rehydrate you. So it's awesome. And it's great to just drink on a normal basis because it tastes freaking good. Okay. And this stuff. Oh my God. Okay. So if you live in an area where you can get this hummus, I'm so jealous of you because I can't really get it where I live. They don't really, I guess, have it. Whoa, this shifted. Okay, hold on. Let's move this back. So this stuff is awesome. It's the Hummus Guy organic hummus, and this is not my favorite flavor of it. Their original flavor is my favorite, but I actually met this guy at a convention, and he gave me a couple things of his hummus, and it's so freaking good, and the ingredients are super awesome. So this is organic chickpeas, organic sesame tahini, organic extra virgin olive oil, and or organic sunflower oil, sea salt, organic garlic, citric acid, organic cumin, organic sun-dried tomato, organic basil. And that is it. And the stuff tastes so freaking good, and I love that it's like just one dude who like decided to like create this thing. It's awesome. I love supporting like smaller businesses. So I know that you could probably get this I think he said at Whole Foods in certain areas in Northern California, but I'm not sure where else. I'm going to have to look into that. Oh, okay. Alma says that you can find them at Sam's Club, and she loves their avocado hummus. So check that out. Maybe you can go get it at Sam's Club. But anyways, yeah. So this stuff, really, really freaking good. He has like, I don't know, at least a dozen different flavors. Okay. So then the next thing I've got for you guys is this stuff. This is the Simple Mills pancake and waffle mix. I'm not a big fan of pancakes because they usually make me feel like crap after I eat them. But this stuff is freaking awesome, and it's super easy to make, even though if you guys watched my Snap story or my Insta story of me making them, clearly I need to learn how to correctly make pancakes. But this is the mix that I used, and it's really good. You could get this at Sprouts. You could get this at Whole Foods. You may even be able to get it at regular grocery stores soon. But as always, like any of these products that I share with you guys, can you guys hear that? Come on, come on. That's just like my neighbor's car going off. Hopefully they figure it out and turn off that alarm. But anyways, you can go on any of these websites for these brands, and usually they'll have a store locator for like where you can find them. But I dig it. I dig this stuff. I'm going to try and put blueberries in it the next time I make it and see how that turns out. But it's really, really good. Whoa, dropping stuff. Okay. And then I have a bar of detox soap. I can't remember what brand this is, so I'm going to look it up real quickly for you guys. I think it's like Shea Butter is the brand. And I got it at Target. Let's see. Yes, it's called, okay, the brand is Shea Moisture, and it's African Black Smoke, and this is what it looks like. So that's what it looks like. And basically it's for if you have like acne troubled skin or just in general like skin that's really sensitive, this stuff is really good for it. And it smells so good. I love the smell of it. And it's super smooth. I really like it. I used it for the first time on this trip and it's been awesome. So I recommend it. You can get it at Target. That's where I got it. Okay. And then another food thing, back to food. This is my favorite freaking bar at the moment. Their other bars were not my favorite, but this one is my freaking favorite. So this is the dark chocolate peanut butter sea salt bar by Perfect Bar. Oh my God, it's so freaking good. I eat this as dessert all the time. I'll eat one like throughout a day. I'll eat pieces of it because it tends to get a little bit sweet if I just eat it in one go. But it's great with coffee. It's so good with coffee. And the ingredients in this are like pretty much everything is organic. It's like organic peanut butter, honey, non-fat dry milk, organic dark chocolate, cocoa butter, cocoa powder, dried egg, brown rice protein, sea salt, flaxseed, sesame, blah, blah, blah. There's a lot of goodness in it. But I dig this. I'm probably going to eat this right after this. But yeah, this is right now, I think this is my favorite bar. And aside from that, I think that might actually be all of the good goods that I have to show you guys today. So now we're going to get to the Live and Learn Army goal of the week because, well, it's a good one. Okay, so you guys know, because obviously I talked about it now, that I completely lost my bag of goodies in terms of like my skincare and stuff like that over the weekend. And one of the things that I am really practicing in my life is letting go. So this is what I want you guys to work on this week, is letting go. And what that means is not just applicable to things that you, I guess, lose that are physical, but it could also be relationships. I think a lot of times we tend to cling to things and we want them to stay in our lives because we're so fearful of losing it. When in reality, if you don't cling and you let things go and just let them flow the way that they're supposed to, and just accept the fact that whatever is meant for you is meant for you, you actually suffer a lot less. Because when you're clinging onto people in relationships, you're clinging for a reason, whether it's because you are trying to validate yourself in somebody else, or you're trying to seek love in somebody else, or you're trying to seek some type of fulfillment in external factors that is outside of yourself. And it causes a lot of suffering because it's really heavy for the other person to hold you up in terms of that. Like, they can't. And I've learned this firsthand. And this is something that I've been practicing in my life for a few months now. And it's been amazing because when things just start flowing and when things just come into my life, I allow them to come. But when they need to go, I allow them to go. And I don't suffer. And I'm just happy. So, you know, the fact that I did lose this pouch of like all the products I literally just bought, and I mean, it wasn't super expensive, but it wasn't cheap, and I lost my deodorant, my razor, my toothbrush, and some other stuff that was in there. I didn't really get upset about it. I just kind of like let it happen because I understand that stuff like that is going to happen in life, and we can get really upset about it, and we can get frustrated with ourselves. We can make a big deal about it, or we can just simply let it go, because it's never as bad as it seems, because the reality of the situation is, I mean, you're not going to get that stuff back, and that's totally okay. Sorry, that was my sister texting me. It's totally okay, because the things that are meant for you are always going to be meant for you, and you don't have to cling. You don't have to cling at all. And I really, really believe that, because my most deep and meaningful relationships in my life, especially like with my friends, I never feel like I have to cling to them. And it's just this beautiful progression of like filling each other up all the time. Like, I fill your cup and you fill mine, and there's no clinging. It's just this free flowing magic. I know it seems very airy and like in your head and spacey about what I'm saying, but honestly, like, I really, really believe in that so much. I think that one of the things that is hardest for us to do, yes, Joanna, it is really hard. It took me months to really get good at it, but you know, you can definitely do it. You can definitely not cling, especially to people. And what I've learned also is that if you, let's say you really want a relationship, whether that is a friendship or a life partner or whatever it is, whatever that is, right? If you cling on to that person, you're forcing them to stay into your life. And honestly, if it's the right person, you'll never need to force it. It'll just work naturally and it'll flow. And I used to be somebody who would validate myself in, you know, my significant other. I was in a 7.5-year relationship because I clung so hard to it, and even fully knowing from the beginning that it wasn't the right person for me. Which brings me to this point that if you cannot let go of the wrong people, you're not making room to allow for the right people and the right things to show up in your life. So you have to look at it from a bigger picture standpoint, from a place of like, oh wow, like, you know, these are the things that I want for my life. And that means you have to let go of the things that are not meant for you. And this even applies to work. You know, sometimes we get into jobs that we don't like, but we think that nothing better is going to come along. But the problem is we're fearing so much of what we don't know because we don't know what the next job is going to look like. We don't know what that's going to be. But that's the beauty of it, because in a way, we really shouldn't know. We should just know what we want, and we should recognize it when it comes. We should allow it. But the problem is if we stay stuck, we are never going to be able to allow that to happen. So we have to get rid of those things. If we want to live a life that we're really, truly happy with, and we feel like we're full and we're fulfilled, we have to let go of the wrong things so that the right things can come to us, because we have to create space for it. Those things can't just come at the same time. You can't, you know, want this amazing job while focusing all your attention on the really crappy job that you have right now. It doesn't necessarily work like that. You have to start allowing for the better things to come by letting go of the wrong things. You can't get into an amazing relationship with somebody when you're stuck in a relationship with someone that you don't want to be in a relationship with, whether it's because it's abusive or you're emotionally drained or it's just not the right person for you. And that goes into friendships as well. You have to allow those people to go and let them go freely. And honestly, when you have these relationships where both of you are allowing yourselves to not cling to each other, and this goes for friendships too, it just constantly is this beautiful built up of love and more positivity and just happiness and being happy for the other person and supportive and accepting of who they are. And it's freaking amazing, you guys. And it took me honestly 2 years to really figure this out for myself. So don't think that it's going to happen. Don't feel like it's going to happen overnight or feel like you need to stress yourself about it. I just want you guys to be mindful of this for this week, because I have been really, really living this. And even this entire weekend was a huge test to this. And I'm so happy, you know, and that's life. So I want you guys to be happy too. And just so that I know you guys are doing this goal, the Live and Learn Army goal of the week, I want you guys to use the hashtag Live and Learn Army, which I will also type right now into the live stream. And I want you guys to not only use it, but it could be on any post on Instagram that it doesn't matter what post it is. It totally doesn't matter. And I want you to do that. And I also want you guys to leave a little butterfly emoji. So a butterfly emoji and a hashtag Live and Learn Army, because that way we know that we're all on the same page. And you don't necessarily have to share what you're letting go of, because I know some of it could be really sensitive. I don't think that you necessarily want to put on blast that you're letting go of a friend or a relationship or whatever it is. So I just want you guys to put hashtag Live and Learn Army and a little butterfly on any Instagram post this week, and just to let me know that you guys are definitely keeping this goal in mind and working on it together. So that is it. That's all I have for you guys this week. If you enjoyed it and you're still here, please thumbs up this video. That really helps with getting this video seen. And please, if you guys are loving these videos, I would really appreciate it if you shared it with some of your friends so that we can keep creating this community and build more on top of each other. And oh my gosh, hi Shanae, I love you so much. And oh my gosh, okay, so Jamie said, I moved here to California after living in New York my whole life, and up until recently, it was like I was trying to ride 2 horses with one ass. Because I was clinging to my life there and trying to live one here. But after talking to my sister, I've been letting go little by little. See, amazing. Thank you for sharing that. But I'm going to go. Please thumbs up the video and leave a comment also in other people's posts on the hashtag Live and Learn Army, and really support each other. I know a lot of you guys are already doing it, but leave butterflies all around this week. Just leave the butterfly emoji everywhere, and we'll all know that we're working on this together, and it's kind of like our little inside goal of the week secret, and it's gonna be great. So that is it that I have for you guys today. I love you guys. I'll see you guys next week on Monday at 5 as usual, and I'm gonna be live streaming randomly on Instagram all week long as well. So I love you, and I'll see you guys later. Bye!